Hello everyone and welcome back to Gradarius Pinball. Today we are playing Bad Girls, released by Gottlieb in 1988, designed by John Norris, around 2500 produced. And yeah, pretty typical late 80s Gottlieb game. Pretty interesting theme. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So there's a skill shot here. I'm not sure quite how it works. I think it's you're trying to get just over this roll over here and then right back down. So it'll require a very specific plunge. I'm not sure if I made it. I don't think so. This is one of many billiards themed tables in pinball. I think I might have already covered one. I'm not sure. Maybe not. Maybe Bad Girls is the first billiards themed table on Gradarius Pinball. And that was a sell, if there was ever a sell. What a ball loss. Let's see, 62,270 going into ball 2. A little hard on the skill shot, I wasn't paying attention. There's a Vera target right here, and right now it's flashing 2x. So I bet if I hit it just a little bit harder, I get to raise that value up to 5x, 10x, whatever that takes. Main goal is, of course, to get all the, what do you call them, pool balls down. Kind of like 8-ball deluxe. We have 1 through 7 balls, I think, and then the 8-ball right here. Plunger skill shot. I think it lights the lock currently. If we can do it, a little hard, we will make that successfully at some point. Okay, for some reason we got like 500,000 off our ball loss. And we get to enter our initials because these types of Gottlieb games just don't come with initials, installed, like pre-installed scores for you to beat. So yeah, there we go. Not the best I've ever scored on Bad Girls, but I also haven't scored very good yet, so why don't we go for another round here and try to make the plunger skill shot off the initial launch. Trying to be very precise about it. I think it only hit the rollover once, but that's basically the gist of what you need to do. I guess I'll just get to work on these pool balls. Here's an as I can't see. I thought that was a post save. A little higher than last time at least. Our score after ball 1. A little light on the plunger. Hit the 8-ball. I'm not sure if it counts. And another ball loss. Too hard on the plunger skill shot. We can spell pool using the top rollovers and the bottom rollovers. What a save! Oh my goodness. We're still alive here on ball 3. And if I'm not mistaken, there's an extra ball available at the 8-ball. We can hit that either from one of these bottom flippers or from the top right flipper. We just spelled pool. 200,000 available at this sort of right orbity shot. Up there for a letter in pool. Shot at the 8-ball doesn't quite work out. And the pops either raise the jackpot or are worth the jackpot. I'm not sure what's going on. I think we may have just gotten an extra ball, or quite a few points. Shoot again ain't lit, so I guess that wasn't an extra ball. A little strange. Stay out of there. Crack at that. I'm not sure if we got the 100K that was advertised. Real close on that 8-ball there. good shot. Some close calls there. Nothing yet. Some more points. This 8-ball is a confounding shot for me. I think it really is designed for that upper flipper, but the chances I get there are pretty few and far between. Decent score though, about 2.6 million. Our final score. Let me enter my initials. It kind of locks up for a second for whatever reason. Alright, there we go, yeah. About 2.6. And another chance at the plunger skill shot going into our new round. It lights the lock. It's a little hard. Not sure how to light the lock otherwise, but I'm hoping to learn. Of course we hit the 8-ball now, as opposed to when we need it. Hair over my eyes. I need to take an inch off my hair soon, or I'm not going to be able to see anything. The L and pool we just got. And can't catch it. There's a... It seems like a pretty big of a gap between the two bottom flippers. Close on the plunger skill shot, but we don't get it. We've got the 3-ball and the 4-ball left. A good shot at one of them. There's the 4-ball. And 3-ball's down, and the 8-ball's lit. Good crack at the Vera target. There we go for the 8-ball. And now that all the balls are down, if we can spell re-rack within a certain time limit, or within this countdown bonus, yeah, it's a really fast countdown, so it's tough to score everything. I have yet to do that, but we are at about 400,000 going into ball 3, waiting for a good chance at this plunger skill shot. A little soft. There's the 1-ball. Into the 3. Spinner shot. Tough bounce that I couldn't get a hold of. And we get to enter our initials again, so I guess we're just trying to flesh out this scoreboard to make it hard to enter your initials, because there are no entries yet. We've got plenty of credits to go. New game here. Still too soft on the plunger skill shot. Surprisingly difficult, for me at least. Some good shots at the balls. Plenty of bumper action. And it finally gets out of the bumpers and I drain down the middle. We're going to get this plunger skill shot at least once here, hopefully. It's really tricky and it's really precise. Still too hard. Yeah, we get it just right in this virtual version. We've spelled pool. On our way to spelling it again. We've almost got all these balls down too. That right there is probably the most satisfying shot in this game, that little loop shot. And it's kind kind of what distinguishes it from 8-Ball Deluxe. Alright, another shot at the plunger skill shot. Just too soft. We've got one more target. A 4-ball to get down. There it goes. The 8-ball is lit. And once we get the 8-ball, the re-rack bonus will be lit at the same target. It's a good shot at the Vera target. Not all the way, though. I believe the Vera target has to go all the way for you to have a chance at raising anything there. I'm not completely sure, though. I think I've yet to make the 8-ball from a bottom flipper. Theoretically, it's possible. Bad bounce into the right out lane. Final score of about 481,000. Pretty dismal, for me at least, but got plenty of other chances here. Let me in. Another chance at this plunger skill shot with a new game. At this point, I'll never make it. It's just that hard. I'm not sure it's ready yet. And there's the ball lock, apparently. I did not know it was in there, but now we know. Plunger skill shot spots the next pool ball if we can hit it. A little too hard, and we have multi-ball. Had multi-ball. That thing came out of there screaming, and I didn't even get a chance at getting a hold of it. That's the fastest ball entry I've ever seen. Hands down. Smack into the 3-ball. Got only the 2-ball remaining. Hoping for a bounce. Well, it wasn't quite the bounce I wanted, but we'll take it. A great save off the underside of the flippers. Keeping this thing alive. We just need to make a good shot at the 2-ball. There it is. And we need to set ourselves up a chance at the 8-ball. A chance at getting the re-rack bonus. Counts down very quickly, as I've said. I've yet to actually score it. And that's because I keep getting fleeced on these drains. Plunger skill shot flashes the pops, I think that said. I'm not sure what that means. A little hard. I should make a compilation of me failing the plunger skill shot. Into that plunger skill shot. Hole didn't quite do that. Into the 8-ball. Re-rack bonus is lit. If I can hit one of these targets. Apparently not. And it raises as you hit the targets. So it really would have been helpful for us to hit this a little earlier than we did. Time, but a good shot at the E. Trying to keep this alive. We can't score it though. It requires getting all of those targets down, which is a little difficult in such limited time. Gotta be quite the sharpshooter. Nearly into the ball lock scoop. Didn't have enough momentum though. Good shot at the Vera target into the ball lock. Still a little hard. We caught the ball this time, now that I knew it was coming that fast. But we dropped the other one. It sucks, we could have done something. Oh, save. Into the ball lock again. We've got another chance here. That was, I think, the closest we've been to the plunger skill shot. that spinner up there is worth 20,000. It's saying back 20,000 spin. Tough drain. Can we get it while it's worth something? No, we cannot. It's only worth 1,000 regularly. 2 targets at once, not bad. Now the 8-ball is lit to restart re-rack. Again, a tough shot from the bottom flippers. Ready to set up a nice opportunity. I got tricked there. Plunger skill shot. Flashes pops. It is unlikely we will hit it. Too soft. Into the 8-ball. Re-rack is lit. That came right down there. That was a post-save. Agree to disagree, machine. Let's put our initials in one more time. See how we're doing on time. We've only been going 16 minutes. We've got some time. Let's start another game here. Plunger skill shot likes the lock. Too hard. I don't think it'll happen. Hard shot at the Vera target, but it isn't enough to get it down all the way. Into the 8-ball to light the ball lock. Into the ball lock. We're about to start multi-ball here. Too hard on the plunger skill shot again. Spinner in the loop is also worth 20k. It's a pretty lucrative spinner if you do it right. And a tough loss. We'll get it at some point. I would not say our luck on this machine today has been great. 8-ball now lit. Vera target's nearly all the way back. Good opportunity to get it all the way in. Vera target's all the way back. Now I think that means our bonus multiplier, or whatever, is at 5x. Not sure what that's indicating. I tried to save it. To no avail. Decent ball one. We've got another shot at the plunger skill shot, which has been my Achilles heel this game. 8-ball is still lit. Beautiful completion if I had hit the 8-ball. Into the 8-ball from the bottom flippers. That's a new one. The C in re-rack. As we're antsing to get something moving here. It's not quite what I had in mind. We have really limited time here and we can't get it. Into the 8-ball again from the bottom flipper. Lock is lit. 2 targets. I don't think I can get to the lock scoop from the bottom flippers though. Well, I just proved myself wrong. There we go. We have multi-ball once more. One more shot at the plunger skill shot. Still too hard. Just gonna go immediately for that spinner up there. Yep, it is worth 20,000. Quite lucrative, if I do say so myself. Hopefully we get a bounce off that flipper so we can hold it and go for the other spinner. It's probably a decent scoring strategy on this table. Back into the ball lock for 100,000. At least I think. Gottliebs don't give you too much information about scoring on the display. Got a really good shot at both these spinners. Not bad bounce. There's one last spinner rip to push us over 1,000,000. And that Veritarget is just one hit away from being all the way back. Can't get it though. And this is our last ball. We light the lock with our plunger skill shot. If we can hit it, that is, which is highly unlikely. Again, too hard. Veritarget unfortunately reset. There we go, we have re-rack. The R and re-rack, the first one. A ball lock that supposedly pauses re-rack. Oh no, it's going. We have very little time here, but now we have 2 balls. Keep it alive. It demands the right flipper, pretty much. Yeah. It's a miracle if you score that entire bonus. Getting closer to spell and pool. Tough bounce off the re-rack, or not the re-rack post, the Veritarget post will drain our ball down the middle. Let's see what our final score for that round is. 1.4 million, not too bad. I'm game for one more to wrap up this episode. And a few more final attempts at the plunger skill shot. Still too soft. Stay out of there. Plenty of options here. Take a legit minute to get my hair out of my eyes. That's much better. You can see what I'm going for. Should have hit one of those targets, I think. Just far enough away that it did not. There's the 6 ball. We've only got the 7 remaining. Can we hit it here? Yes, we can. The 8 ball is lit. Smack at the Veritarget. Nearly into the 8 ball. Didn't quite work out, though. A wild ball. When we hit that 8 ball, we just gotta be ready for re-rack. Give it our best shot. And that was the closest we have been all game to the plunger skill shot. Now we've got re-rack to focus on. That's rough. Gotta get this ball off. Still, this is the most decent we've done at re-rack. But it gets harder as you get fewer targets to shoot at. Unless all of them, no, they do not increase once you hit them. Tough multi-ball, but we immediately relight that lock. A tough roll. Off that flipper, I thought it would roll back into my grasp, but apparently not. That was also very close to getting the plunger skill shot. Close, but no cigar there. Not sure how far back the Veritarget is. Hasn't been hit yet, I don't think. Ball lock is lit. For those juicy spinners. And multi-ball. Also very close to the skill shot. It's a good spinner rip there. If there's a will, there's a way. Got a bad bounce off the flipper. ends our multi-ball prematurely. 8-ball once again lit for re-rack. Gotta get on that. Just hit those targets. I wonder if there's a setting to slow down how fast that bonus counts down. Because it's really fast. Like, uncharacteristically fast. Not too bad of a score there. Let's enter our initials one last time. Fleshing out this leaderboard. Final score of 1.607 million. And that will do it for this episode of Gradarius Pinball. Today we played Bad Girls by Gottlieb. A delightfully interesting game. It's also very difficult for me to score on. I'll get better at it someday. Thank you for watching and thank you for playing with me. I'll see you all next time on the next episode of Gradarius Pinball.